Good morning, afternoon, or evening, as the case may be, in your part of the world. For those of you who don't know me, I'm ZenArcher, and this video is kind of inspired by Paul Renetto at YouTube, who recently did a re-upload of a video where he went out and visited with then YouTube celebrity Filthy Whore. And in his video he asks, what do you think the future will be of YouTube, and do you remember when? And I do remember when. I remember when a couple thousand subscribers was a lot. I did the YouTube Rights video, and unexpectedly that really hit, and all of a sudden I had like 1,500 subscribers. And then I did another video on DMCAs and copyrights and stuff like that, and a couple thousand more. And then I got into a little battle with somebody else, and people came over to watch the battle. And through the process, you kind of learn that the way to get subscribers is to do stuff that's dorky or strange or odd, and and that's the sad state of affairs at YouTube. Is that back in the day, back in 2006 or early 2007, there was a community growing here, and that's what really built YouTube into what it is today. Or at least what kicked it off until Google bought it. And what was it, $1.6 million, something like that. And even then, I was lucky. I happened to do a couple videos that had a couple subscribers. Somebody came in and saw me, and the Chicago Tribune, sent somebody over to take pictures and talk about this guy in a cowboy hat with no shirt smoking cigarettes, and the small following that I had. And that was what it was about then. And that's what caused it, I believe, to become what it is today. Is that YouTube is built on subscribers. It's built on how many views you get, instead of being built on the community and helping one another and just general conversations. I know when I first came here, one of the first people that I subscribed to was then YouTube celebrity Norna. And I remember the happiness in her voice when she was sitting waiting to talk to her therapist and saying, people from all over the world watch me, and I'm an international celebrity. And you can hear the genuine surprise in her voice. 23-year-old girl and living at home, and I can't tell you how many times I watched her go get corn dogs and stuff. But that's what the community was then. As time went on, people started to discover that YouTube was a viable medium in which to pimp the other stuff that they were doing. Now, many of the people who were celebrities then, or not celebrities perhaps, but more well-known at YouTube then, there was you and Zipster and Digital Soul and those people who were doing, even you started out doing a character, Renetto, kind of a guy that was maybe not all there, and you started out by poking fun at other people who were a little more well-known, and that's kind of what kicked it off. And then you did some over-the-top stuff, and that got you subscribers. And you learned very quickly that if you want to get subscribers, that what you got to do is you got to be the dork. And honestly, that's probably where some of my subscribers came from. Somebody logged in, they saw this stupid hat and this country bumpkin, and so they clicked in. And today it's not. Today it's now a vehicle to sell things on eBay, which was an original thought of YouTube's, to use the videos to show your product. But it's to pimp your website and to do that kind of stuff. If you do videos and you become popular, it's because they're 10 minutes long and you're doing some rapid fire shenanigans, perhaps. But that's what seems to be going on at YouTube today. It's much more commercial. It's now, being a network or creating your own network. And now, I've heard a lot of people say that there's no community at YouTube. I still think there's a small community here, and I think they still communicate with one another. But it's not as important to them. I can tell you that my subscriptions leveled off at about 4,900, and they fluctuate up and down a little bit. But you know, people aren't subscribing to my channel as much as they used to. And part of that's my own fault, because I took a break and I went away for a year, or about a year, maybe 6 months. And, you know, I don't do that off-the-wall, crazy, loony stuff. And either people don't appreciate it and hit the subscribe button, or they just don't care and they don't hit the subscribe button. They can always come over and check it out. That's okay with me, because I was never here to really be a celebrity anyway. But it's kind of strange to see many people who I used to communicate with on a daily basis, who become a little more well-known, start doing crazy, stupid, idiotic stuff and increase their viewership. I guess part of that is the partner program that you got started out in, you know, way back when they first started the program, and there were only, you know, a few hundred people that were part of that program, and they had special deals, and that's all changed. I remember when I signed up to be a director, you had to send your personal information, who you were and stuff, and they sent you a code in the mail, verify who you are, and they gave you more time. You could do 20 minutes if you wanted to, which I often do. And it's not even that today. Today, if you want to be a director, all you do is sign up and you're a director. There's no verification process or anything anymore. But you also don't get 20 minutes. You still get that 10. And it's just a strange thing, and I'm watching it grow and evolve, and it's exciting to see it happen. But you had the more commercial interests come in. You know, you've got music companies putting up music videos now. You've got, you know, Oprah Winfrey put up a thing and never interacted with the audience. And Paris Hilton, the same thing, came in. They put up a website, but she never really interacted here. P. Diddy interacted a little bit, but still, it was commercial people who were in the business of being popular and making themselves popular and being celebrities, and you know, they got whole organizations behind them. And today, that's mostly what you've got here. I do see some how-to videos. I see people pimping product like, you know, the Spy pen and that kind of thing that they're trying to sell, but it's a different place. And today, you know, 1,000 subscribers means nothing. And you don't get rewarded for just being a person that sits at the desk and talks. Even if you're entertaining, you don't get rewarded for that. You get rewarded for the really off-the-wall, really stupid things that you do that make people go like, whoa, either this guy's an idiot, or you know, whoa, that was fantastic, or just the shock value will get you up there. You also had that group of people who used images as their thumbnails in order to get attention. People who created accounts, then spammed the shit out of their videos to everywhere so that they would get viewers, and by getting viewers, get subscriptions. And it's still all about subscribers here, isn't it? It's all about subscribers and views. And the community isn't held up the way that it used to be, and YouTube doesn't cater to the community of YouTube anymore. They cater to the financial interests. They cater to the people that are going to make them money, or to people who are willing to spend money in order to be, you know, more well-known, featured, that kind of thing. So I think it's a shame that it's happening, but it's also the wave of the future, and it was always going to be here. I remember arguing with people about users putting up videos and making money off their videos through advertising or by selling their videos or that kind of stuff. And today that happens regularly. There's a partner program. People get paid for putting videos up. There's you know, you can pimp your own products. You can pimp your website. You can do whatever. And there's even options to put up a video and charge for that video. I don't know a lot of people that are doing it, but the options are there. So it's an interesting place, and it's an exciting time at YouTube, I believe, for everyone. You have a chance to be somebody if you do entertaining videos and you want to be the most subscribed and that kind of thing. There's still a chance for that. The problem is that most people aren't doing that, I don't think. The average person is sitting down in front of their desk and talking to their friends. And it's a shame that isn't that isn't more valuable to the people that watch it, and they don't click the subscribe button the way that you would think they would. It just doesn't seem to be as tight-knit as it used to be. Now, you'll get subscribers if you're a musician or something like that. If you're a guy like Zen, like me, just sitting here talking into the camera, my subscriptions go up and they go down, but they pretty much leveled out at about, 45, 4,900, something like that. And that may never change, because I'm still sitting here doing the things that I do, and I'm not wearing the hat anymore. I'm just wearing a regular old baseball cap and just being a regular guy, so I'm not getting the attention. And in all honesty, it would be nice. It would be nice to break that 5,000 mark, but 5,000 still isn't many. And then you have the people that are viewing you that have 10 or 15 or 20 people subscribe to them, and they look at 5,000 and go like, holy crap. They don't understand, though, that's 5,000 people that subscribed, but it's not 5,000 people that actually watch. There's only a small percentage of your subscribers that actually watch what you do. Hell, if I put up a video, even one of my better videos, it'll get maybe 300 views in a week. I'm not hitting the thousands of views that I used to get, but I'm not doing anything that's grandiose either. I'm just sharing with friends. It's a shame that that's not what YouTube's about, and that's not appreciated more, and people don't subscribe because they want to follow you and your videos and what you do. But the brass tacks is that is the state of affairs here. So where's it going to go? Well, I'm seeing more mobility in technology. We're seeing the small pens, with a camera in them, or you're seeing a flip cam, and people are carrying it around. People have got telephones that will do video and upload it to the web. And so the stuff that we're seeing now is more on the fly. It's more as you go. Even so, you don't get the viewers unless what you're doing is grand, is big. But I think where it's going is, I think as this technology advances, and as we have the ability to take it with us more, then I think that's the direction that this will go in. I often go back and watch some of the people that I used to, Digital Soul, you, Filthy Whore, I haven't watched in ages. Bohem I haven't watched. I've watched SXE Phil, because I met him at a gathering, and he's a friend of mine, and I watch Zipster all the time. But I still seem to hang out with my old friends, and don't seem to be getting many new ones, and I think that's a shame, because I love to communicate with people. I love to have them communicate back with me, and I often go and subscribe to people who are subscribed to me and watch what they're doing. Wheezy63, I just found out it's got a blood clot and stuff like that, and I went over and put up a comment to give him some support, and I still follow my friends here. It's not really about, in the big picture, it's not about making money, it's not about, being top dog. It's pretty much for me still talking about the things that I care about, that interest me, and my friends. And I don't think that'll change, at least for me. But YouTube is not the community place that it used to be anymore. Today it's more commercial. It's people doing videos that are intended to entertain instead of intended just to communicate. And I think the entertainment value is high, and the communication value at this point in the game anyway is very low. And I gauge that by watching subscriptions and how they go up and down and level off and stuff like that. Like I say, I'd love to break the 5,000 mark, but I don't know if I ever will. And it's really not that huge a thing to me. I'm more just kind of aware of it. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see the growing technology and to see people live streaming. But I think more commercial interests will come in, and this will become more and more and more commercial. The upside is as just Joe Blow sitting at your house wearing a cowboy hat and having a cigar or a cigarette without a shirt, your friends will still watch. And if that's where you put the value and in the communication of it, then you're a winner. Until next time, as always, this is Zen, and I'd like to know what you think about it. Those of you who are viewing my videos, leave a comment. Tell me, where do you think it'll go? Maybe do a little reminiscing about the good old days of YouTube, all the way back in 2006. And where do you think it'll go? Until next time, as always, this is Zen, saying you be well.